Alright, so let's go over the first 3 exercises you have on day 1. The first one you have is called 84-22. It's 8 hits per hand, 4 hits per hand, 2 hits per hand, and then 2 hits per hand again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Fill that up. The next exercise you have will help you with your paradiddles. Now remember, the goal here, guys, is to stay slow. It's not to go fast. You're supposed to be going slow and letting these things kind of internalize themselves with you. So paradiddle accents, you have one measure of accenting on the downbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next measure, you accent the double strokes. So the and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and then back to the beginning. 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. While doing this, like I said, don't rush. Don't think about going faster. Think about really getting that thing down until all of a sudden you're doing it and you're not thinking about it. You're able to talk to a camera or watch TV or something like that. Then you know you've really got it down. The next thing we have is flammed groupings. So just like the 84-22, you're just going to be going from hand to hand, but in specific numbers. So what you have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. But at the beginning of each number, you're going to have a flam. So flam 2, 3, 4, flam 2, 3, 4, flam 2, 3, flam 2, 3, flam 2. Then the whole thing starts over, second bar, with your left hand lead. 1, 2, 3, 4, flam 2, 3, 4, flam 2, 3, flam 2, 3, flam 2. Whole thing sounds like this: 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. A little faster. Ready. Alright guys, time to start day 2. Now remember, at the beginning of every day, you need to play your rudiments, the focus rudiments, singles, doubles, paradiddles, flam taps, and paradiddle diddles for 1 minute per. You have to do this with a timer. You will not be able to keep track of how long a minute actually is. I've had people go 5 minutes. I was like, or 3 seconds. So it's really important to have a timer. Now the first exercise we have after you've completed your warm-up is the mixed meter doubles. This is just taking double strokes and mixing the subdivisions. We're doing 8th notes and 16th notes. So we have 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The next exercise you have is paradiddle diddles and singles. So what you're going to do, or really, you're going to have 2 paradiddle diddles. Paradiddle diddle, paradiddle diddle, 1, 2, 3, 4. And instead of feeling the paradiddle diddles as 16th note triplets like they naturally are felt, we're going to feel them as 16th notes. So you have 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and a single single, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E 3 E and 4 E and. The last exercise you have for day 2 is another flammed grouping thing. This time we've got 4, 4, 2, and 2. Or you can think of it as 2 groups of 4 with a flam at the beginning. Flam 2, 3, 4, flam 2, 3, 4, and then 4 flam taps. Flam tap, flam tap, flam tap, flam tap. The whole thing sounds like this. A little bit faster. Alright guys, now on day 3, it's all stuff that you covered in day 1 and 2, so we can skip to day 4. On day 4, look at exercise number 2. That's the first new one that you're going to encounter. And we're mixing paradiddle diddles and single paradiddles. The reason why we're doing this, we're feeling this all in 16th notes, so that we can have the right hand do the first bar, right hand lead, and then the left hand's going to do the lead second bar. And that'll really kind of keep you on your toes for this stuff. So you're going to have paradiddle diddle, paradiddle diddle, paradiddle. Now it's time to start with the left hand. Left a diddle diddle, left a diddle diddle, left a diddle, right a diddle diddle, right a diddle diddle, right a diddle, left a diddle diddle, left a diddle diddle, left a diddle. This one's really cool, and this exercise by itself is totally useful on the drum set. As you speed this up, imagine that. Ooh, that one's spicy. That one is spicy. All right, now number 3 for day 4 is the same accent feel that we had in number 2, but it's all singles. So we're just building up that muscle memory with the singles, and the accent pattern is 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a... So you can build that up, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a... Stay as relaxed as possible. Day 5 is made up of stuff that you covered in the first 4 days, so we can skip to day 6. Now in day 6, we're going to have on exercise 2 something new for you, which is the paradiddle flam tap combo. This one's kind of tricky, just because you have paradiddle, paradiddle, flam tap, flam tap, flam tap, flam tap, and you're going to have to really balance. You might be able to play your paradiddles really fast as 16th notes, but not your flam taps. Well, the whole thing has to stay in time. So it's kind of fun to go back and forth between maybe 2 rudiments where one is stronger and one is weaker, and you'll really get to find that out in this one. So you're going to have paradiddle, paradiddle, flam tap, flam tap, flam tap, flam tap. That's really hard to say. I'm just going to not talk anymore. It's way easier without speaking. All right, a little faster. Now remember, I'm going fast here, but your goal is not to go fast. Your goal is to stay at 60 or 70 or 80% and really focus on repetition. All right, guys, on day 7, exercise 2 is brand new for you, and this is the sextuplet changeup. And what we're doing is we're using our paradiddle diddles as 16th note triplets now. So 1 and a 1 and a 2 and a 2 and a 3 and a 3 and a 4 and a 4 and a... We're going to do 2 beats or 2 quarter notes worth of those. And then on the downbeat of 3, we're going to switch into singles for 1 quarter notes worth of time. 3 and a 3 and a, and then you go back to paradiddle diddle. So you have paradiddle diddle, paradiddle diddle, then 1 beat's worth of singles, then paradiddle diddle again. Sounds like this. 1 and a 1 and a 2 and a 2 and a 3 and a 3 and a 4 and a 4 and a. One more time. Faster. Now days 8 and 9 are both comprised of exercises that we've already covered, so we don't need to do that. But day 10, that's the big day. That's the day that you retest yourself and see if this concept worked for you and if it improved your speed. I think it probably will, but you'll have to see for yourself. But the thing is, if it did, why couldn't you apply this to other things? One, you could definitely just keep doing this same workout over and over again, but plug in new rudiments and new exercises. If you want to get faster at double bass, maybe it's time to slow down and play perfect. If you want to get faster at a specific groove, you want to play the Rosanna Toto Shuffle, slow down. Play it for longer periods of time at a slower speed, and then your brain can memorize the motion, and you'll be able to play it without as much effort, and that's a great thing. Hope you guys enjoyed this entire workout. Hope you did it and grew from it, and we'll see you guys soon.